So I just picked up the 8Bitdo mod kit for the Gamecube, and I'm overdubbing it right now. So basically, I'm just unpacking it, and it just comes with a motherboard, a couple of pieces for the controller. Also, it comes with instructions and a screwdriver, so you get a good amount of stuff in there for what it is. I think it's like 25 bucks for the US. I've been upgrading my old systems so that I want everything to be HDMI compatible, and well, basically almost everything. My Wii and my PS2 are upscale. I have an upscaler, but I wanted to upgrade everything to have either Bluetooth uh, controllers and HDMI support for the TV, because I'm done with like fucking like coaxial shit. So I've been slowly upgrading everything. So I was waiting for the GameCube one because I really love the GameCube. I also picked up them for the NES and Super Nintendo. They have a mod for those two. Actually, it's just a motherboard, and it's Bluetooth, and it also has it's a USB charge. That's also good too. And the controllers I bought from the Nintendo website. They sell like the old retro controllers, so I bought those. And I just modded them into the those controllers. You also need this 8-bit retro receiver for the GameCube and the Wii, and you also have to. That's like $20 right there, and you have to get the motherboard for the controller. These are the other ones that. This is the main reason why I wanted to get this, because this was actually pretty good. But the problem is, if you look at it, what does it look like? It doesn't even look like a GameCube controller. It looks like a PS2 controller with that type of stick. So that wasn't good. I also picked up this one, which is it's the same problem. It's starting to look like a GameCube controller, but once again, it's the two PlayStation 2 controller sticks. Now this one is pretty good, but the problem with this one is that, well, actually this I have a busted one in here. It's busted. Like I got it, and they had to send me a new one because something was wrong with it. It kept turning right for some reason. It was just acting really weird and buggy. So this one wasn't good. So basically, I tried all those controllers, and for the most part, they're okay. Like I basically use like this one if I'm playing Game Boy. If I'm playing like a Game Boy game, or was a GBA game on the GameCube, I use this just because it has the big direction pad, whatever you want to call it. But the problem is, I don't know, it just doesn't, like, all this feels really good. This feels a little weird, but everything else feels pretty damn good. The buttons are like a little mushy, but whatever. But the problem with this are these. They do not feel good at all. I don't, like, usually I always test the game Resident Evil 4, and it always doesn't feel good when you press the triggers. So that's basically why I wanted this one, so I could use an actual GameCube controller instead of these. These are like I use like as backups just in case. And this is my OG Platinum GameCube controller, which to this day I don't think is a better controller than this one. But once again, I want to have Bluetooth. Now this is the OG, really great GameCube controller, the Wavebird. I mean, I used this for a very long time, but there's a couple of problems with it. Number one, I don't know, for some reason certain batteries don't seem to work with it. Like rechargeable batteries, I don't know, I always seem to lose connection. And also there's a problem with it uses RF. Oh, first of all, there's no rumble, so you're losing that. It uses RF, which is radio frequency, I believe. And you use these little, you have to connect this, make sure this number is the same as what's over here, and it connects. But I think the problem is when I originally used this back in the day, we had less items objects that interfered with radio frequencies. So I think like Wi-Fi and like cell phones, I think really interrupt with it, because whenever I use this, I always seem to lose a connection, no matter what. Like I'm playing Resident Evil 4, and I hold down the trigger, and then for some reason it'll just like unlock, and there's no reason for that to happen. So I think that's really the problem. I really wanted to upgrade the controller. The Wavebird was good for its time, but I think there's too much of a downside now with it. And you should go to the 8Bitdo website to upgrade the receiver and the controller. And with the controller, I think you have to hold Z in order to upgrade it. And right now, I'm just going to show some footage of me soldering it. Those are the two parts that you have to... well, you can actually cut them, but I ended up just soldering them. You cut those two parts, and they give you a little wire to connect it. And you just connect it, and then they give you this little piece that you put over it, and then you heat it up, and it closes it. But you could do it that way, but I wanted to solder to make it kind of a little more sturdier. And I'm just gonna show. I'm gonna probably fast forward this, but it's pretty easy. It's just for the rumble pack. I guess technically you don't have to use it, but I did. I think soldering is the best thing to do, especially if you're a retro gamer. You should have like a basic knowledge of soldering. It's fairly easy, and it's not super expensive to do. Now you're gonna watch me solder terribly. There's not that much to it. It's basically you just solder it, and then that's for the rumble pack. And then you have to. There's a couple pieces you have to plug in, which is for the C stick and the rumble pack into the motherboard. It's fairly simple. I'm gonna put the controller together again. The only part you have to it's pretty simple. All you have to really worry about is the Z button. That seems to be annoying. Or the most annoying part. There's a little metal clip you kind of have to like leave. There's like a little hook or ledge that you have to leave it on. Other than that, it's pretty simple. And this is the final product. I got this off of eBay. It's I think it's fairly or relatively rare. I think it's rarer than the spice, the orange spice one. But it's apparently was only released in Korea and Japan. It's kind of like a greenish teal blue, like a blue kind of color. It looks really good and feels really good. And you can see this. This is where you charge it from. There's a slight problem with it though. It works for the most part. I checked. At first, I thought I was having a problem with the controller. I thought it was the direction pad that was messed up because I have a ODE GameCube. So basically, it runs on SD cards. But for some reason, Swiss the control the control whatever I'm called the analog stick, the control stick. It acts as if it's constantly moving, so you kind of have to like do this, and that seems to stop it. And then once I go into that's only in the menu. Everywhere else, inside the games, it doesn't do that. So I think it's just a Swiss like menu problem. I don't know what causes it, but I think that's the only real problem I have at the moment. Maybe I'll put up some footage of it happening, but other than that, this is a really good controller. You press start and then you hold the Z button, I think, for a few seconds, and then it enters into a pairing mode, and it works pretty good. Because I mean, it's just a Bluetooth little GameCube controller now, which is what I really always wanted. I was originally gonna use my Platinum, but I think I want to have one that's just like an old school plug-in controller. So I think I'm gonna save that one for that. All right, so here I'm at the Swiss menu. I didn't press anything yet. I turned the controller on. I turned the GameCube on, and I'm on the menu now. Once the analog stick won't work, but then I press the direction pad, and it does this. And then I basically mash in the C stick and the analog stick, and it stops. And then it works again, and there's no problem with it. And I tried this on the Wii to see if because this also works on the Wii, the receiver and the controller, and no problem. It worked on the Wii perfectly. So I don't think it's the controller. I think because I thought maybe I messed something up. I took it apart and I put it back together again. I was like, what the fuck? And it's not that. I think it's the Swiss menu. Something that maybe there's something I have to toggle on for it, or maybe there's some sort of update that I don't know. But it's really weird. It only happens on this menu. Everything when I'm in the game. Actually, no, let me let's do RE4 real quick. Boom. All right, let's play some Resident Evil. Loading. Come on. I hate this. There's like 10 fucking screens. That's why I think I like the Wii version better because I think it's quicker if I remember correctly.
Feeble human. Now.
See, all right. I'm pressing start. Nope, nothing's going crazy. So I don't know what the fuck and the ROM pack's working. So I have no idea why it does that for. C-stick works. The buttons work. I have no fucking idea why it doesn't. It does that on. It's just on that menu. So it must be a Swiss thing.